Hi, welcome to my Facebook live stream. This is Yatan Ranade, head coach at Capitalized Trading and Investments. And we all know it's election time. Everybody's talking about elections. And I won't go deep into what is happening as far as the politics are concerned. But there is an impact that is going to happen on the stock markets. And a lot of students have asked me exactly how it's going to impact their portfolio or the stock market. So I just wanted to make this quick live video to explain or answer a couple of questions that people have. Okay, so the first question is why does the stock market get impacted by elections? Answer is very simple. When the government, any party that takes over the government, they're going to have policies, and these policies are going to impact the businesses. And in stock markets, what is being sold? Nothing but the businesses and their shares. Okay, so the government policies will impact businesses, and that is why most people have this notion that a particular party coming into power will make a large impact on a company's business. Now, that may or may not be true, because a lot of political parties do have agendas in which they will make sure that they'll be pushing certain sectors, they'll be pushing certain policies, which may impact certain businesses, which might create opportunities for some businesses. But on a large scale of picture, and when you look at the big picture, it's not going to impact it so much. Okay, so let's just see what is going to be the impact in current scenario. So when we talk about impact, there are going to be two impacts. First is the short-term impact. So short-term impact is again purely emotional. So right now markets are going very volatile because people are afraid that market may go up or may go down in an extreme manner. So let's not get into the markets. But there are some people who are hoping that the market will go up because a certain political party will come into picture. So again, the expectation is that if BJP comes into power, if Modi comes into power, then market will start going up. Okay, but it may or may not be true, and there is no way to predict that it's going to happen. For short term, yes, that may happen because it is going to bring about a lot of positive sentiment in people, and the market might go up. At the same time, when it comes to the long-term impact, there is going to be no impact on the entire market as far as the political parties are concerned, as far as any political party coming into the power is concerned. Why? Because here's the simple fact: the political parties or any particular government does not run the businesses. Government creates governance or creates an environment in which it helps people to invest. Okay, so what the government does is it creates policies and situations, or basically helps out companies to help public. So they are there for general public's good, right? And any company that helps government execute this job properly will of course get benefit from the government. But the companies are being run without the government's help as well. So if you look into the past, there were other companies that came into existence. So sorry, there were other political parties that came into existence, and the businesses are still running great businesses, which we all know, like Maruti or Infosys or TCS. No matter what political party was there, they kept growing. Why? Because whether or not the government helps a certain company or government policies help a certain companies, and I'm not saying that it does not impact the business. Yes, it does. A great business continues to survive and grow without without depending on such external factors. Yes, it will help, but it should not be the only factor because of which the business is growing. Good businesses grow because, well, they simply have a fantastic product or they have great management. And there are so many factors that impact a company. And there have been a lot of studies done, and I will try to attach the link to it in this post as well, where it has been proven that on a longer term, elections do not impact the markets. But in short term, yes, there will be a certain impact. So this comes to the final part of this post. So what exactly do you do? Okay, so the idea is very simple. One, if you're thinking of getting into the markets, you should start getting into the markets. There's no time like now to start investing. Okay, no matter what political party comes, open an account, start buying some shares. So whatever shares that you feel like buying, if you have a good advisor, if you have researched some stocks, make sure you buy them. The ones that are still at lower price or lower valuations, you can start buying them in small quantities. Okay, so that way at least you're not wasting time. If there is some opportunity created, that you can make use of it. Now after the election, the market might go up or might go down. If the market shoots up and you see that the stocks that you have bought have gone into an overvalued area, that means they're valued at a high or you're making a decent profit, then you can sell those stocks and then reinvest those profits in some other undervalued stocks. That's it. Now, if the market falls down and you know you've got good companies, that means your good companies are now available at even a cheaper cost. So what you can do is you can still buy more quantities of the same companies which you're buying in small quantities. You can increase your quantity so that now you get a better price for the same stock as well. And then you can sell them once they go overvalued in the future. At the same time, people who are trading in options, again, this is an advanced strategy. People who are already being trading in options can use some volatility based strategies or some strategies which might benefit from wherever the market might go. Okay, volatile strategies are good. Anything that makes use of volatility would be ideal. But again, for beginner investors, I ask you to strictly stay away from options. You can just select good quality companies which are going to grow no matter what. Some sectors that you can focus are the ones which will grow no matter what political party comes into picture. For example, whatever the government may be, they have to push agriculture, infrastructure, automobiles, healthcare, because this is good for general public. And what is good for general public is always going to be government's focus, because if the Janta likes the government, they'll vote again and they'll get the same government back again. So no matter what party comes, these 4-5 sectors are always going to be there. So make sure that you check out those sectors and put your investments in those particular companies that are in those sectors. Okay, agriculture is good, infrastructure is good. We also have healthcare, logistics, and a big trend that is coming in, which is a mega trend and no political party can touch it. That is changing of savings to financial investments. That means India was a saving based economy and now we are all going towards mutual funds, insurance, stocks, and different kind of investments. So you can look into putting money in those companies which are providing this financial services, because that is always going to be an evergreen business no matter what government comes into picture. So thank you so much. That is it for today. Again, I hope you understood what is going to be the impact. I hope this encourages you to get into the markets. Don't forget, I have a webinar. If you don't understand stock markets, I have a webinar on Thursday at 9 o'clock where I'll be explaining stock markets in 60 minutes or less. So I've added the link for that as well. If you want, you can come in. It's an absolutely free webinar, but it is for limited people only. Those of you who have any questions related to this topic or any topic related to stock markets can also comment below, and I'll try to answer in these live sessions in the coming future. Thank you and have a great day. Good night.